All right, first hot take here up at the cabin. Didn't take a video last time I was up here. I was working on the rifle range. Got it cleaned up. When I first came up here, this valley I identified looked good, but it was like there was shit everywhere on it. It was overgrown with brush. There were down trees, stilt grass everywhere. So I've been working for like 2 summers in the falls and springs to clear all that stuff. And it was looking perfect. It was like freaking perfect. So I actually started setting up targets at the end. And I want to be able to get some distance, not a lot, like 7,500 yards where I could shoot from, small rifles and stuff. So I thought, hey, the ground's kind of uneven. Instead of laying on this crap, I'll build a little wooden platform to stand on because I had some little extra wood left over. So I built this platform. Turned out pretty good. Like bin storage under it and stuff. It's 6x8. 2 guys can lay on it at the same time and shoot. And then beyond it, up there, back there in the woods somewhere, where am I pointing? Like back here, I got some 100-yard elevated position as well. Shooting steel with rifles. So I'm like, all right. And when I built this thing, I'm thinking, I look around and up the hill here, there's this big ass tree, which is kind of tilted and leaning against another tree that had been partially blown down. And I'm looking at it, I'm like, if this falls, I think it's not gonna hit this new platform. So every time I come out here, I'm looking at it, and this big tree is up here, and it just hasn't fallen. So I'm like, okay, good. So today I'm carrying out a new bin that I bought with some stuff in it. I just got here last night. And as I get close, I can see the tree came down. And when it came down. It brought down like 3 trees with it. Let's check this out. Okay. All right, there's my... Luckily, I was looking at the trees, and I was like, if it comes down, it's not gonna hit my platform. And it didn't. But like 10 feet away, 15 feet away, there are these big ass, these are big trees, dude. And there's 1, 2, 3 came down, and it took off half of this medium-sized tree. Like, just took that thing right off. Okay, these things are freaking huge. And my previously cleared range is now not clear. And it came down, this is like a full day's chainsaw work here. So my plan for what I was gonna do today might have to change. I'm glad that they came down because they've been worrying me, but oh boy, these things are huge. Here's another nice view. This tree here is the one that had fallen originally, but then you can see it was leaning against this tree, which it has since uprooted. And then I don't know what this third tree is. I don't know where the hell that came from, but oh boy, there's my platform. Here's a view from the other side of the fall. So you can see how I've cleared out the range. But if you spin, yikes, ain't shooting from the platform now. Shit, from up here, this looks violent as hell. I was gonna set up a motion activated game camera on here. I wish I had done that. Maybe I would have seen this happen. Uprooted. This tree here, I believe, came out of this hole here, which it moved probably 20 feet after it came out of the ground, pulling this thing down with it. Check out this root ball that was pulled up. Oh, it snapped off 2 trees. Look at that. Shit, get my fingers out of there. Snapped off 1, 2. Man, this must have been quite an event. Wonder when this happened. I was just in the house a minute ago, and there was big time winds. This could have happened fairly recently, actually. So right about on my property line here, tree 1 that fell. Here's tree 2 that fell. Tree 3 that fell. And then tree 4 came out of this hole. So 4 trees are knocked down by this one event. And miracle upon miracles, that baby did not get damaged. As I look at this, I see, there's a lot of wood here. I don't think I have to remove a lot of it. It's just all the junk down here that's in the way of the shooting table and everything. This is just wild, very wild. This is kind of interesting. This tree is actually a property line marker tree. It has a blue mark on it. And it got snapped right off. You can see the other tree that got snapped. And you just see the violence just tearing like a 10-inch tree trunk. And the mess right here that all comes together. This is a friggin' mess. Luckily, I don't think I have to clean this up. I just found something else interesting. So we got trees getting snapped off. This thing is like, I'm guessing 15 feet off the ground. But look up here, further up, we got snap branches on this tree like 20 feet off the ground. Dude, I would have loved to have seen this come down. This would have been one piece of work. This is cool. This big tree, this is the original one that fell on the top. That's been supported for a while, but these other trees came down, pulled these trees down. Look at this one. Just like bent. That's a smaller tree that got just crushed. Yeah, after walking around all this mess, I think I'm pretty lucky this thing didn't take out this platform, which I spent a lot of time working on like a month ago. So I think I was like 75% sure it wasn't gonna hit it, but now that I see what happened here, shouldn't have been so sure, but I did get lucky. Cool. Have to get the chainsaw out.